Hey guys, what's up?
I get
What's up, Cadillac Lane?
Cadillac Lane.
Oh, just chilling.
Rolls in.
I got something to show tonight.
Yep, I heard
Oh,
about that. Don't show it yet. Don't show it
don't
yet.
show it yet.
Okay, I won't.
Keep in mind this is a family show.
Oh yeah.
No crotch cams tonight.
This is
Okay.
not a pirate show. We're not
No,
reading.
it's not. Arr, yeah. Give me parrot me eye patch will teach you to say R. Oh, I gotta send that other guest the link. Make sure I get that take care
Somebody
of.
selling the Brock Lesnar belt, the undisputed autographed, his signature series,
Oh, okay.
1 grand shipped.
Awesome. I'm actually looking forward to this show tonight. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, this is awesome. 2 guests, 1 time. We're starting the
Yeah.
year off right.
One guest was not expected. That was tickled death. He said, "Hey, can I come on tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Definitely.
That's not what I said first. I said, "Well, I didn't think you'd come on that quick. I was actually thinking about next week." And he said, "Strike while the iron's hot." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
I was telling Mark before we went on, Andy.
Mhm.
The little puppy, he does this thing where it sounds like the dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
So
really?
hilarious. I'll go.
How's everybody? New Year's?
Good,
Good
going great.
man.
Woke
I
up with
was
a
in
lampshade on
bed
my head.
before the ball dropped.
Man,
I woke up with
I was watching a game, and all of a sudden, right when the was the who was that? What was that game that was on?
The Monday Night Football?
So it was a Saturday night bowl game.
college game. College game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
When they missed that field goal, I switched it over to watch. I just caught the ball drop. I mean, literally.
He didn't miss a field. He didn't only miss a field goal. He almost missed the lineman. He didn't kick it very far at all.
Man.
That's how I play golf. When I hit the ball on the tee, that's what happens every time.
What's up, Justin? What's up, Curtis? What's up, Ben?
Oh, I got ready for the countdown clock. Yeah, that guy hit me up right before noon today. Said, so I'm gonna be on there at 5 o'clock this evening because he's in California. I'm like, I hadn't heard from him in a couple of days. I thought, oh, okay, sure, I'd love to.
Awesome.
So I was tickled to death to hear from him.
Our first movie star.
He's not a movie star, but I was anxious to introduce the
TV
hobby.
star. Wheel of
TV star.
Fortune, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, he won't want to buy a vowel tonight.
No.
He was up close and personal with Vanna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She turned his letters.
I bet she did.
I definitely got
He
some
did.
questions for him, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Does she look just as hot in person as she does on the TV? Yeah,
She was actually a contestant on The Price is Right before she got on that show.
I remember that.
I didn't know that.
She was just a young single woman.
She wasn't she a
Playmate?
was she back in the day she was a bikini, one of those bikini models.
I don't know.
She wound
I
up
only
in
know her-
Playboy. She wound up in Playboy.
Oh, did she? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She wound up in Playboy, yep.
Mhm.
Maybe that's what Len's going to show us. He's going to show us Playboy issue.
That's what
I act
Lane's
like I've
doing.
seen that before.
Because he just disappeared. We don't know where he's at. So maybe he's getting
Yeah.
his Playboy, you know.
I got something to show you.
Ah.
I'm getting it out of the closet.
Somebody remind me 30 minutes into the show to send that link to the other guest.
Okay.
Sure
I don't want to send it to him too early. I don't want to send it to him too early because I'm afraid he'll come in and he'll have to sit backstage for 30
Yeah.
minutes or for an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
might do
want
it
to know
anyway.
if that's Pat Sajak is wearing a wig.
I don't know.
If he's really bald.
I do not know.
And who wears the most makeup? Is it Pat Sajak or Vanna White?
Good question.
Inquiring minds want to know.
It'll be a full show tonight. I think we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Hey,
Yeah.
I know what Lane's going to show us.
What's that?
He's going to show us that copyright. He found it.
Oh,
found it, Lane?
yeah.
Lane found the copyright.
Yeah.
Can you hear?
I don't think we. He's not muted.
It's either that or Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh,
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Stephen Hammer, and if you like talking about wrestling and wrestling belts just like me, then watch the show, Spinning the Globe podcast. It starts right now. Let's go.
and good evening and happy New Year, everybody. It is Thursday night. We're here. We're live. We are streaming around the world. It is time for Spanning the Globe, our first show of the new year, 2023. We hope you had a happy and safe New Year. My banner's going on here. So before we move on, we have two special guests tonight. We'll bring the first one on here shortly. But first, I want to introduce our hosts in no particular order. Joining us tonight is Mr. Richard Ward, a.k.a. The Warden.
Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year.
Mr. Andy B.
Evening, everyone.
What's up, Lenny?
And Mr. Cadillac Lane.
Gentlemen,
Hey,
What's
Lane.
up?
How are you guys doing tonight?
doing great.
Great to
I'm
be
Have a
here.
happy New Year.
Andy, Richard, Mark, great to see y'all.
Good to see you. Lane says he has something to show us tonight, so we're going to see that here in a little bit. But let's get to our viewer comments real quick. Mr. Noor from Malaysia.
Noor.
What's up, Nor?
Noor.
1, 2,
Hey, Lane. Copyright, man.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Who else is watching tonight? Platinum.
What's up, Platinum?
Platinum always watches this, so good to have him watching. Don't know who that is, but Facebook user, if you're watching us on Facebook, please click the StreamYard link so your name pops up on the comments, or you could go to Wide World of Belts YouTube channel and look for the show, and you can comment from there.
That's Mr. Justin Bundy from
Oh, okay.
oh, just
Wrestling Fan for Life.
Justin, okay. No, I'm familiar with him.
What's
Good
up,
evening.
Curtis?
Mr. Walt Dugan. Mr.
Hey,
Walt
Walt.
Dugan is responsible for me finding this second guest. He helped me out a great deal.
What's up,
Great.
Walt?
Mr.
Happy
Ben
New Year.
Ben.
Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Jeff Kokaki?
Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
No, do we really want to know?
Oh boy.
Oh, I'd love to have Platinum. You need to send me a video of that next week. Send it to me.
Definitely.
Any Carquito?
Hey,
Good
Vinny.
evening.
What's up, Vinny?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. Mr. AD Terry.
What's up,
Paying
AD?
attention.
Mr. AD Terry. He's actually watching live today. He usually watches
Hey,
the
AD.
What's
replay.
up, Jason Davis?
Lenny Bertakamus. Is that Lenny Landry? Gotta be. Happy New Year to you, Nor.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Big Boys Belts. I think that's Nick Carnivale.
Nick.
Good to have you
What's
watching
up,
us.
Nick?
Jason Davis.
Hey, Jason.
All right. Thank you very much. I want to get the guest on here in a minute, so I'm going to take care of some business first. I just want to remind everybody first that this show is sponsored by, let's take a picture up here,
I like that one.
Mark the Championship Belt Releathering. Yeah, we're going to move on. And by Unique Spirit Championship Belts. And if you're watching us on YouTube, the YouTube portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. Be sure you check them out. They're on Apple Podcasts and on Linktree. You
Thank
search
you,
for them.
guys.
A couple of guys from Oklahoma City do a great job, and very nice. So, if you're also watching us on YouTube, please click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell so you get all the notifications letting you know that the show is starting or coming up. So I'm gonna do the belt of the week real quick, and then we'll bring our guests on because we got a lot to talk about tonight. No, I'm gonna bring him on. I thought I was gonna bring him on so I could give his input on this belt. So our first guest of the evening is Mr. Stephen Hammer. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome, Stephen.
What's going on? Well, how is everybody? Welcome.
We're good.
Welcome to
We're
Spanning
good.
the Globe, the first show of the
Yes.
new year. Let's do
Yes.
this.
You're the first guest of the year, and I've been trying to get you on the show for a long time. You know that.
Yeah. You can thank my wife for this because she is constantly telling me, you should do shows like this. You know, you make YouTube videos, people watch your stuff. You need to
Absolutely.
do these shows. And I'm like, no. Because I'm going to say this really, really quick. A lot of people don't know that I have like this muscle disease that actually causes me to get slurred speech when I talk a lot. So I don't do this stuff very often. And so she's
okay.
just like, do it. You won't
up,
regret
John?
it. You will love it. Just go hang out with your friends for a couple hours, talk about belts. So you can thank her for that because she is just she's my angel. So you can thank her for that.
I think I love
Yeah.
her already.
Hey, I used to have stage fright. I used to do wrestling promos and stuff, and the podcast has opened me up even more. So,
Mr. Michael Cannon is a cousin of mine. Distant
what's
cousin.
up, Michael?
Watch
Hey,
this,
Michael.
watch this from the great state of New Mexico.
Happy
Thanks
New
for
Year,
tuning
Michael.
in.
Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah. So let's get on to the belts of the week real quick, then we'll dive in. It's upside down. Doggone it. There we go. Try it again. There we go.
There you go.
I just finished this belt today. This belt I tried to sell this belt for quite a while. It had a different strap on it. It was the belt of the week like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I threatened to put it on a lace strap, and I finally did it. And this belt is sold. Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, wait,
There's more.
It is on a lace strap. It's got those blue banners on it. This is a WCCW Middle Eastern Heavyweight Championship, which there was actually no belt for that title. There was a title. There just wasn't a belt for it. And this was made as a concept for that title. So let me show you the back. This is really cool. I experimented, and it paid off. Look at that blue backing
Gorgeous.
compared to that black.
Perfect. Couldn't have been any better, Mark.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
That is a perfect shade of dark blue, in my opinion.
Yes.
And let me just say, is their logo at the bottom of the belt?
It's just the lettering.
That's interesting because normally you see that at the top of a main plate.
Yeah.
So it's interesting
Well,
that it's at the bottom.
They got a crown up there at the top. So, but this was a concept belt, supposedly by the guy that gave it to me, and his name is E-Dub. That's all I'm gonna say. But Gianni Martello bought this belt, and so it's going to be on its way to him soon. And I'm going to go ahead and say this because I want to make sure I have this disclaimer. You can't see it, but under the backing, there's some graffiti in tribute to Mr. E-Dub. And it was at the request of Gianni Martello. So if anybody gets this belt from him later, if he sells it, he says he's not going to, but if he does, and somebody ends up releathering it and they peel the backing off, I see some colorful language. That wasn't, I wrote it, but that was at the request of the customer. So and this one right here is a belt I just finished the other day. I actually finished it today too. This is a customer belt. This belongs to Rusty Miller.
The classic. E.
He was on the show a couple weeks ago talking about this belt. And what had happened was somehow something sprung a leak in his house and got this belt wet. And it caused mold and mildew on the strap. Let me move this microphone so I get a little closer. Oh, boom microphones. And so he sent it to me to re-leather for him. I did it in the exact same thing, same pad, all this stuff. There we go. I got a little bit clearer than what he had it for, but got my logo right there, of course. And you got the female snaps over here with the WWF stamped over there. That's how the original was. And look at the backing. It's unremarkable. It's just a nice, smooth
That is
black
sweet,
backing.
that boxing, man.
Thank you.
The snap box, you got that nailed, man.
Thank you. That's the first one I ever did like that. I actually like it. It's simpler.
Look how smooth that is.
I'm all about. Yeah, it's nice.
Burgers.
Let me
I think it's the red jacket, guys.
Red jacket.
I,
Yeah.
I was wondering that myself. I agree, Richard.
Red velvet.
I mean, he's
So
making me
that's-
want to go get one with the gold inside.
That's the belt of the week. Let me get myself off full screen. I got come on here. Just a second. Hi.
That lacing is ridiculously
Okay,
awesome.
here we go. All right, where am I at on comments? Let's catch up on comments. So, Steven, I'll bring up comments while we talk. You and I met a couple of years ago, and
Curtis
You had-
Thompson, man, you're on fire tonight.
Curtis, I'm probably gonna have to put your comments up on the screen. Okay, yeah. Now you're known for doing YouTube reviews of belts, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Unless you see me on some other website.
Oh, Pierce. Like
Hey, Pierce.
OnlyFans?
What's up, Pierce?
Well, I like to call it only hams.
Only hands.
There you go. There you go. You got to get that on a shirt.
The full Monty. The infamous Stephen Hammer. And the way you and I met, we met a couple years ago. I had releathered a spinner belt. It was the first one I'd ever releathered. And I put it up for sale, and you bought it and did a review on it. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that video up while we're talking, just a little bit of the video. So you no longer have this belt, but you did a very nice review of the belt, very complimentary. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's the old the version 1, I believe.
Yeah, they had the Monday Night Raw side plate on
Yeah.
it, I believe. That belt actually has an interesting history. I bought that from a pawn shop online.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bought
Wow.
it. It's missing a few stones. Here's that pretty face. It's missing a few stones, and so I bought some stones off eBay and replaced the missing stones and put it on a genuine leather strap. And that's one of my earlier works. So it's a little bit more primitive than what I got. I've done a little bit better since then. So, but you did a very good complimentary review of it, and I appreciated that.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for making it. That was a great strap.
Oh, thank you.
He's a great guy.
Thank
He
you.
does leather, so highly recommend him.
Pierce Austin is a Stephen Hammer guy. I think we're all Stephen Hammer guys.
We all are. We all are.
Definitely.
Definitely.
It's not so secret anymore, Gianni.
Hey, what's that picture alongside him? I don't see anybody.
Yeah. So that's that.
Sorry
Where'd
about
you
that,
go?
guys.
Where'd it go? Can't kick it off. Oh, did I kick somebody off?
No,
No.
we're all
No,
here.
we're all still here.
Okay, I kicked something off. Huh.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's probably the countdown timer. Okay, I kicked.
I was
kicked
gonna
the
say,
wrong
did
bit.
you boot somebody?
Yeah.
Already, it's early in the show.
So, when did you get in the belt hobby? How long have you been in the belt hobby?
Oh, geez, man. Why did you ask that question? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I've loved belts like forever, obviously. And I don't remember when I got in. It had to be like 2016, stuff like that. When I really got hardcore into the belt hobby in the groups. But I was mostly just like in the Fandu group. That was it. And I didn't really know a whole lot else about bootlegs or, everything like that. I was like, I'll shop replicas and Fandu belts. And
You buy
then,
authorized replicas.
and I didn't know there was another outside source of like, get a WWF Winged Eagle. I was like, where do you get that at?
Yeah.
And I
So
don't
you don't-
remember who mentioned a group to me. I don't remember. But I want to think the first group I joined was either Championship Belt Brothers or it was Brothers of the Belt. I don't remember which one.
Okay. So you don't own any bootleg belts.
No.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you.
Steven's got something in his eye.
Wink, 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 wink.
Yeah.
Give it tissue.
Yeah, we'll go on to our next guest. Thank you for joining us.
Mine are all official.
Yeah.
Bootlegs
So
are
you-
bad, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Like those two I just showed off. No, it's cool. So you've been in the hobby about what, 6 years now? Then
I would say so, yeah.
what was your favorite belt, or what belt what got you into the hobby? Which belt?
You see, I knew this question was going to come up. I knew
I
it
thought you
was.
might.
And it was this one.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Let me put you on
Oh,
full
that-
screen.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You know, I was a kid, you know, and
Oh,
this was
yeah.
like the first belt I ever bought. You know,
Nice.
I don't know if anybody remembers these things. You know, WWF
yeah.
magazine.
Mhm. Sure.
I
Yeah,
had
it was that
almost
one.
every one of them.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
And I love it. So it's I beat mine to hell when I was a kid. You know, I would beat up stuffed animals and beat up
Oh, yeah.
pillows and things like that. You know.
Yeah.
And I remember I lost it, didn't know where it was. I found this one on eBay, had to buy it, and like, dude, the memories that I have with this belt, brother, man, just I could never sell this belt. Somebody offered to buy it the other day, and I was like, no, I love this too much.
Sure.
Mm.
You got quite a following watching the show tonight, and my goodness, I think we've got the highest viewership we ever had. I'm looking at this right now. We got 30 people watching.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
We average about 10 to 12 viewers. We got 30
I
people
told
watching
you
right
this
now.
is our year, guys.
It is. It is.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, I forgot to do something. Hold on. I gotta get this in. This is hour number 1. The opening bell.
Oh,
Fight.
New show. So gotta get that in there.
No, this is not Jerry Springer's podcast.
Not yet, anyway.
Hammer equals ratings. So okay, so you got the belt hobby about 6 years ago. You started with the foam belt.
Yep.
What was your actual first real replica?
What's
Full
up,
size
man?
my, my first real replica, and I don't know if you guys remember this one. It was the WrestleMania 20 Big Eagle. It was just a regular Big Eagle, right?
I
The
think I
WWE
did.
logo.
Yeah, I
But
think I
off
did.
to the side, it had a silver WrestleMania 20 plate from like Madison
Okay.
Square Garden or whatever.
Hmm.
I bought that one for like, I don't know, my 15th birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I was like, man, this is like the real thing to me. You know, it was so cool. I took that thing everywhere, and I thought I was just a badass with that thing. But
Wow.
and so that was probably my first one, and I actually gave that belt to a local wrestling company so they could use it for their heavyweight title and stuff like that. But the
Nice.
Big Eagle was my first one, and then it
Okay.
just snowballed into belts. We
Was
have
that
here.
your favorite belt, or just the first belt you have to come across?
It was just like the first belt because I think it was The Rock, Stone Cold, those guys had that belt. And I was like, yeah, brother, I love those guys. And so I was like, I want that Big Eagle. And now looking back, I'm like, man, it wasn't that special. Because now I got ones with like the WWF logo. So like I love that belt. So and
So
so now
how many belts-
looking back,
How many belts you got in your collection now?
I have 26.
26.
Wow.
That's about what I got.
Yeah.
You may have a couple more than I do. So, Vinny Carquita wants to know if you own a Rocky belt.
No, I don't. But my friend Zach Lawson does. I think he has the Ring Rocky belt. Is that right?
Ring
That's
magazine, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I believe he has that one, and he brought it to my work one day and showed me. And that's actually a really nice belt.
Wait. Hold a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna add one of those to my collection. Right.
Oh,
there.
yeah, you have. Okay, yeah.
I got that one from the Pounding the Meat guys. So. Now
love those
there's
guys.
different versions out there. There's some that have the pictures with Clubber Lang and Drago, who never actually won that belt. I got the one that Rocky actually had with the pictures, the original pictures from the movie.
Yeah, that's what I got on mine too.
That's
That's
awesome.
And the ones with Drago and I'm trying to name your dog there, Richard.
Right.
Drago and Clubber Lang is what they sell on the official website.
Yeah.
They don't sell the ones with the right pictures. But,
Mm-hmm.
so if you're gonna get one, make sure you get the one with the right pictures, the movie accurate pictures. So
Mm-hmm.
tip of the hat to Jeff Parthay. Anyway, so how did you get into? When did you start doing the YouTube reviews, and what got you interested in doing that?
Oh man. Okay. So I might make a little people mad here. So
Go ahead.
I apologize.
There's a
beforehand.
question about that. I was going to ask you here in a minute.
Oh, brother. Okay. So when I buy a belt, right, the first thing I do, go on YouTube, look at her video, right? I want to see what I'm buying. That's pretty much for anything out there, right? You look at a YouTube review or whatever.
Mhm.
I would watch videos on YouTube and I would get so annoyed at these videos because people are a 20-minute video and they'll spend 18 minutes of it unboxing a belt,
Yeah.
fiddling with the bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Take the belt out and say, "All right, guys, there's my new belt. Thanks for watching. Bye." And I'm like,
Yeah.
Thank you. F you. Bye. Okay.
and I was like, I'm going to start making videos the way I would want to watch a video review.
Mhm.
I want to see it opened up in the box. I want to see how they package the box. I want to see what it looks like over my shoulder because I'm going to stand in front of the mirror and look ridiculous throwing it over my shoulder. And I want to see if that lever is good. I want to see what it looks like in my hands in real time. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like laid down and flat and all that stuff. But I got so annoyed at other people making videos, except like your Paul Martins and your Hazard F5. My favorite part of Hazard F5's videos was him in his bathroom with the belt in his hands.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
I
And
got
I
a
wanted
question
to-
for you.
Yeah.
When you threw the first belt over your shoulder, did you want to cut your first promo?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Who was
Just
the first
like
promo
Ric
you
Flair.
cut in the mirror? Who was
Yeah,
the
just
first
like
one you
Ric
promo
Flair.
as?
Probably Mankind or Mick Foley. Probably.
There we
to be honest
go.
with you. Yeah.
Have a nice day. What was the first belt you reviewed? Was it your belt, or was it somebody else's, or one you bought off somebody?
I think the first belt I bought was the first actual belt. It has to be. Oh my god! I think it was the Fandu Andre. The Fandu Andre. Just
okay,
that one. Yeah.
Okay,
And I thought that belt was so cool, you know. But
it's a big
now
belt.
I'm just like, nah. No, I just wish I had one with the WWF logo.
Your reviews are legendary. I've watched several of them. Of course, I watched the one you did at the belt you bought off me.
I don't think they're legendary. I just think they are. And this
What's
is
up,
me just
Tyler
being me.
Dove?
I just think they are good quality videos.
Yeah,
You know, it's a nice quality camera footage. I'm not using a cell phone with like an old cell phone. I'm not wasting your time. It's the belt review, and that's it.
You know what
And
it
that's
is?
what-
You're doing
that's
it
what
like you
annoys me.
said. You're doing
Well,
it like you would want to see it, and a fan
Yes.
would want to see it.
Yes.
something unique that you did with me with the belt you bought off of me was you did some card tricks at the beginning of the video during the intro.
Yeah.
You do magic tricks too, don't you?
I used to, yeah, not so much anymore. But yeah, I used to just be so heavily involved in like the card tricks and stuff like that.
And use either a playing card or a business card for that spinner to stop the spinner from spinning. That was part of the video, was not just a review, but also an instructional video on how to stop that thing from spinning.
Yeah, I get questions like that all the time. How do I stop my spinner? I'm like, watch the video. It's right there.
Yeah. It's a good video, very good video. But yeah, your production quality is great. It's really great.
Thank you.
You have a nice intro to it. You're very detailed. You give a history of the belt, like with the one you got off me. You talk about when it was first introduced, who held the belt. Have you ever? And you give an honest review because you said that you hated that belt when it first came out, but you grew to like it a little bit.
Yeah, and now I think I've owned like 3 of them. So
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Have you ever gotten hate email or hate messages on reviews you did?
uh,
That means yes.
yeah. Well, okay. I can take this 2 different ways, guys. I can get hate comments just for me being me, like overweight, whatever. Or I can get hate comments for like the belt involved. And like when I did like an HD smoking skull belt for like Fight Night belts, he was like, "Brother, give me an honest review." And I was like, "Okay, all right, guys, I don't think the money's worth it." And then he was like,
Uh-oh.
Then he's like, "All right, lie to me."
So,
You're
I
being
think I
honest
remember
again.
that because I think I saw some of the groups people were complaining about it.
yeah. And I don't know.
Sounds
I think
about
he was charging like $500 for like an HD belt, and the leather was exactly the same as his standard. The
Oh,
plates did look better, but to me, it wasn't worth like the extra like $200, $300 or whatever.
well, reviews
And
on
so,
reviews aren't always supposed to be positive, but you do it in a very constructive way, constructive
Yeah,
criticism.
but it's your honest criticism. It's
That's
not
right.
like many viewers think it's that way. Everybody has their own
Right.
opinion.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, it's my YouTube channel, so it's my opinion. I don't know why other people get so upset about my opinion. It's just that would be like me getting mad at you if your favorite color was yellow.
Yeah.
Well, mine's red. Oh,
Mine's clear.
You're an idiot.
oh,
Yeah, I got one of my favorite belts from Steven, the Ring of Honor Cody.
that's
Oh, okay.
right.
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Love that
Very
belt.
nice.
Thanks again, Steven.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Do you attend wrestling shows very often?
Not really, to be honest with you. I'd rather just sit at home and watch it on my TV, and
Mhm.
sit on my couch. I
Yeah.
attended a Monday Night Raw a while back, like when Cody came back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we were on the hard camera side or the opposite hard cam, so we were on TV all night. And I ended up getting so sick, and we had to leave in the middle
Oh,
of the show, and I felt so
wow.
terrible. I was like, I spent all this money on tickets, and I felt terrible.
Oh
No.
So we
no,
had to leave.
it happens.
Yeah.
Do you take belts with you when you go to the shows?
I wanted to so bad, but my wife was like, no.
You're not the only one.
My wife doesn't care. She kind of hopes I lose a belt at the show. I took
nowadays,
this.
nowadays, if I ever decide to like go to a wrestling show and like
What's up, David Babel?
take a belt to a show or something like that,
Yeah.
I'll take like that foam belt with me,
Yeah.
or maybe I'll take something light, like a cardboard belt,
Oh, let me put you on full screen. I can
So-
see that.
so I don't have to carry it around everywhere.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Did you make that?
No, this is a Joseph Armstrong
I
cardboard.
was
Okay,
gonna
that's-
say that. Yeah.
I'm trying to get him on the show so he can show off
Yeah.
his work.
Yeah, he
That's
made
good.
this. He made this a long time ago and sent it to me, and it's all just like a black yoga mat and cardboard.
Speaking
That's
of
all
that
it is.
belt, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Got graffiti on the back, just like the one I just relettered.
So yeah, if I ever went to a wrestling show, I would take something that's not
Sure.
too heavy.
Yeah, don't want to take a chance,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I took
Nice,
this network logo to a WWE live event in Oklahoma City one time. I had 9 people asked to hold it, take a picture with it. That's what was cool.
Wow.
That's awesome.
He wants Nora wants to know what you think about the Groovy G Big Gold.
I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I think it could be better, but I mean, I think it's a great. I think it's like $600, so it's an affordable price. I just think the Lux is better, and I'm sorry. Some people are going to get mad about that. I think the Lux Fandu is better. That's just my opinion.
Well, Armando took 5 to a Comic-Con. My goodness.
He did because he told
Oh,
me
wow.
all about it, and he was sending
Wow.
me pictures while he was there. I think he had some of his friends or family members carrying belts for him
Oh
because
boy.
he was getting them signed by like Big Show, Mark Henry. He met Bray Wyatt, and I was like, oh man.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
Yeah, if you go to shows or Comic-Cons, be very careful or particular about which belt you take. So
Yeah, definitely.
don't take one that's going to wear you out.
Like the one I got over my shoulder.
I mean, deep down, I would love to go to a wrestling show, right, and take a belt with me and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can handle it, to be honest with you guys.
Hmm.
Yes, exactly. I don't like that background texture behind like the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. I don't like it.
That's Nick Carnivale,
Hmm.
another good guy in the hobby.
Yeah.
Yep.
You inspired David Babel to become a YouTube reviewer. He commented earlier.
Oh, I love David. David's great. I love that guy. He's always sending me messages or like anything has to do with like Bray Wyatt. Like he'll send me a message like, "Did you see the new T-shirt?" I'm like, "Yes, I ordered one already."
Well, no, we're happy anytime you watch a show. If it takes Stephen Hammer to get you to watch a show, that's great. We'll take it.
That's awesome.
I knew we'd have a
man.
good viewership tonight. I wasn't expecting this, so thank you.
What's up, Big Ben?
Okay, that's got to be Lindy Landry. Lindy Landry. That's just
John Bedoya, that's another good guy. I love him too.
okay.
And Walker. There's so many good people in this chat.
Sorry, Mark. I hear that a lot. Raimundo has a big gold that you fell in love with. He says.
Okay, well, he's lying essentially because there's one belt in his collection that I just absolutely fell in love with. And Raimundo's one of my best friends in the belt hobby. We talk about every single day. So Raimundo has a Nawaz WCW television, and it is just beautiful. And my God, Nawaz's work. I don't know if you guys are familiar with his work, but
Oh yeah, I've got about four of his belts.
That
Four.
that WWE tag I just relathered showed you a minute ago. That's
Nawaz made my IWGP version 4, and it's gorgeous.
I got a FTW Big Eagle belt done by him.
Mm-hmm.
The plates actually, and then I had the leatherwork done by Paradise Customs.
I have sent
I've
the
not
second
got
display.
any leather work done from Chris Nichols yet. Everything I see, it looks great. So
Yes.
I hope that it's true in person.
He does
He
great.
did.
work.
He did
does.
the leatherwork on my FTW, and I'm going to tell you, he did the bob wire, and he did the ECW logo on the strap.
He does great work, but he also done very quickly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's very
Nice.
it's very artistic. Very
Mhm.
artistic.
Yep.
TV title, yes.
Chris Thurmwell, thank you for watching. This is David Babel. He'd like to collaborate with you sometime on a review.
I don't know what we could do. When I
What's up,
used to do
Chris?
Magic, people used to contact me and say, "Hey, can we do a collab?" It's kind of hard to do a collab when you live, so far away like this.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot you can do, to be honest with you. But hey, my inbox is always open, David. You can talk to me anytime.
He talks to me once in a while.
oh yeah. David's a fellow promo guy.
So do you prefer the FanDuel Lux or have you seen it? I mean, you've seen some Chrome Irons, haven't you, in person?
Yeah, I think it just depends on the belt maker that made the Crumb Run. 'Cause some of them are just
Mhm.
garbage, if I'm being honest with you. I don't like them. But I'm a big fan of the FanDuel Lux. I know like some of their products have been terrible in the past, but I love the FanDuel Lux. That's why it hangs on my wall. I bought nameplates for it. I love the FanDuel Lux.
Thank you, Jace.
I
Appreciate
own
that very much.
I own many FanDuels. The only thing I wish that I had the the double texture big gold. I wish it was actual size. It would have been really awesome, but I still like the belt.
I just realized there's a question I had, and I'll get to that in just a second. Yes, be honest. I guess we'll talk about your
What's
reviews.
up, Anthony?
You took a FanDuel Big Gold, not the Lux, but the smaller version, and it was an all gold. You made it a dual plated belt with silver paint.
Yeah, pretty crazy, right? I actually saw somebody else do that in a belt group, and
Uh-oh.
oh boy, and but yeah, okay,
Stop.
okay, back on track. So I had an all gold FanDuel, the regular size, the small one, I guess essentially, the big gold. I was like, I want this to look dual plated, but how do I do that?
What's up,
And I saw
Zach?
somebody else on YouTube just use the paint, and I was like, brother, I could do this. This is not a problem. Went to Hobby Lobby, got me some paint, got a paintbrush. Dude, I had my chest surgery, and then I had nothing but time on my hands, so I was just sitting at home, and I just painted those plates, and like I loved the way it came out.
Cool.
Now, was it liquid chrome or was it a silver?
It was just Tester's silver enamel paint. That was it.
Nice.
It kind of matches that the silver background they usually put in the dual plated. So
Yeah, it matches. And you know what? A lot of people don't know this, but the FanDuel Lux is actually the same way. It's exactly silver painted. That's all it is.
okay, you did a beautiful job on. Do you still have it?
The original, the small one, no, but I do
Okay.
have my Lux, but I don't have the small one no more.
Okay, all right. I don't have a Lux. I've never seen it up close. I do have a Crumb Run that
Rizwan.
Rizwan. Thank you. I keep on saying Mayon. Rizwan.
does
Jimmy
great work.
Baker said,
Is that the one that was made on brass?
yes.
Yes, beautiful.
Thank you. I love it. You brought a lot of people not only to the belt hobby but to this show. I mean, you're an inspiration to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great. It's
Yep.
great.
Which is weird because, like, dude, I'm just a guy who lives in a small town in Tennessee. I go to my normal job. I make videos on the side. And, like, sometimes I forget I don't want to say power. I don't want to say responsibility or the fame, because I think all that just sounds hokey. But sometimes I forget, like, how many people actually watch my videos. And, like, to me, like, that's just crazy. And it's also kind of humbling that I get messages every day of somebody just saying, hey, I love your videos. Keep up the good work. Because, dude, I get down on myself a lot. I get very depressed and just sad about things. I'm so thankful for a lot of these belt groups and a lot of these people that contact me,
Mm-hmm.
because you guys help me out so much.
Hey, that's what
The
this
feel-
hobby
the
is all
feeling's
about,
mutual,
man.
Steven. Feeling's
Thank you.
mutual, buddy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry, I'm
Love
uploading
what you're doing.
pictures.
Love what you're doing, Steven.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yo, you're one of the better guys in the hobby, if not the best. I mean,
Definitely.
you're top 5.
Thank you.
And I say top 5 because I'm not sure if you're number 1 or number 2, so I'm gonna put you in the top
You know,
5.
You know what it is, guys? He just does it from a belt fan. You know, the review and everything. He's very detailed. He goes into every little thing.
You could just
Absolutely.
see his pure love for the belts comes out in his reviews.
Oh yeah.
You know.
You know, like when we
Yeah.
hold the belts in our hand, we think of the person who held it, and you know who was their favorite wrestler that held that belt.
He did that with
okay.
the one he bought off me.
So I sometimes in my videos I will sprinkle in some magic stuff, but I don't want to do it a lot because then there's going to be people like, well, hey, I came here for the belt review, buddy. Why are you doing magic? You know. So like I sprinkle in stuff, and if you want to, I will do one live right here, right now.
Oh man,
Sure,
this
yeah.
show got even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put you on full screen. AD, I'm gonna put your pictures up here when we get done with this. AD Terry
Okay,
sent me a
so-
picture of this big goal.
So I did not come prepared at all. I should have grabbed like a full deck of playing cards, but is there a way that you can put all of us on screen?
Yeah, but it's all these
Okay.
small pictures.
That's fine. Okay, I'm going to angle this down a little bit. I'm going to move
Cross
my
cam.
tripod out the way a little bit.
Cross
Okay.
cam.
Hey, baby. Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys can see. I got about, I don't know, 8 or 9 cards here, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. I guess, Mark, you're the host of the show. Any single one of these cards, just name one that you want to use.
The 5 of Hearts.
5 of Hearts. Let me see if I can find it.
Alita, I see you backstage. Wave
Okay.
at me if you hear me.
5
Okay.
of Hearts. Everybody see that?
Yep.
5 of
Okay.
Hearts. Lay it on the table.
Okay.
Is there a reason you picked the 5 of Hearts?
No, I saw the one with the
randomly.
dollar sign. I didn't want to pick that one because it'd be too obvious. So
Yeah, it's a Joker. Yeah.
okay. All right.
Okay, so the interesting thing is, Mark, you could have picked any single one of these cards.
Yeah.
Right? They're all red. Every single one, right?
Yep.
The 9 or the king, yada yada.
Uh-huh.
You could have picked the 7 if you wanted to.
Yep.
But Mark, you chose the 5.
Right.
Which is crazy because that's the only blue one.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Wow. There's a first on a Belt podcast.
That was pretty good, man.
That's awesome. Thank you. AD Terry sent me pictures of a big gold he did in silver paint for the dual plated because he saw your video. And here's the before picture. This is before.
Okay.
And this is the after.
Wow. Beautiful.
Nice. What a
Wow.
difference, huh?
Before. After.
That looks so good. Well, great
Business in the
job.
front. Business in the front. Party in the back.
Oh,
Wow.
I like that.
Great.
And
Thank
the only
you for
card
sharing
trick I learned as a kid was 52 pickup.
Yeah.
Platinum already took care of it, but thanks. He's backstage. I got him backstage. But thank you for reminding me.
I don't know
I
if
do
everybody
remember.
knows it or not, but Steven was a wrestling manager. I was wondering if Steven could tell us
Was
about
he?
that.
Really?
I was, yeah. I used to do the indie wrestling, right? And
Okay.
so I started off as like a ring crew. Right, I learned how to set the ring up, and of course, like everybody else, I wanted to learn to get in the ring, right? So I started a refereeing.
That's
I
awesome,
loved it.
man.
I loved refereeing. I learned 1, 2, all that stuff, right?
Right.
And from there, I did like the managing type stuff, or the heel manager. I was the world's greatest wrestling manager, and you couldn't tell me nothing different.
Right.
I loved it. It was a whole lot of fun. I had like a jacket like Mark's, right? I actually had mine bedazzled just because I thought it was ridiculous.
Oh, don't give me ideas. Don't give me ideas.
So you
Oh.
must have a massive figure collection as well.
I don't. Mine's actually really small, to be honest with you.
Oh, you have figures other than the? Oh, I see a figure back there. Is it Kane back there?
Oh yeah, like my belt display, right? I got like Kane and Stone Cold with the blue Big Eagle,
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels and Diesel and all that stuff, and Funko Pops and stuff like that. But more of my collection is actually behind me, and I can show you guys, but I kind of don't want to because some of them are really nice, and there are some hidden gems back there, and some really cool stuff that like Ramondo has sent me. It's back there, and so I don't have a whole lot, but I do love them.
I got a whole wall of just figures on one side, and then my belts are wrapped around.
Nice. To me, I think having a Funko Pop or an action figure just really complements.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
both
dresses it
displays.
up more. The
Yeah.
display, definitely.
That's great. How long were you involved in the wrestling business?
I started in 2002. So I got posters on my wall of one of my last shows. So I think it was 2017 or 18, I think was my last show that I did, just because I knew that my body was getting old in a way. I couldn't
Oh,
take
you got
it.
a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve.
I
I'm
couldn't
56.
do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Andy and I take exception to that old comment. We're 56.
Brother,
I'm the
I'll
younger
be,
guy
I'll
in
be
the group.
36 this month.
And you're
Oh
old.
man, I
Okay.
feel like I'm the older guy then.
That's
We're
what you're
ancient
saying,
then,
huh?
Mark. We're
Huh?
ancient then.
You're right. Speak for yourself.
So he's saying he's on with a
You're
bunch
3
of
months
geezers
older.
now.
Come on, Mark.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. When you were in the business and doing your managing thing, who are your inspirations for the gimmick you came up with?
It was Jim Cornette and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Those two
Okay.
guys.
Oh,
I was actually thinking.
Choices.
I was actually thinking of Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart is fantastic too. But I love it. I love when Jim Cornette would like cut promos talking about like how he lived with his mama and like my mama told me to tell you that you're an absolute disgrace to professional wrestling. I love when he would like talk about his mama, and because that was just cheap Pete for him, right? Let's talk about my mama.
Yeah.
And I loved the way he would do stuff. So yeah, Bobby the Brain. Yeah.
When I met Jim Cornette back in 1985, I think it was, I asked him what his mother's name was because he always talked about her. He said her name was Thelma. So I don't know if that's true, but that was kind of cool. That's the only thing I could ask him. I was so starstruck.
Her sister's name must have been Louise.
Yeah. Mama Thelma and Aunt Louise. Yeah, there you go. So, what do you have other than that foam belt? Do you have any? How do I want to ask this? Any belts in your collection you've had from the very beginning you still have?
Oh gosh. Oh man.
What's the Jeopardy theme when you need it?
I know. I want to think the foam belt, but probably my my W. Hey, and I got an answer. Hey, buddy.
All right, what was the belt after the foam belt?
Sorry.
You see, he's doing the dusty.
Yeah.
I would say the one that I've had in my collection the longest is probably my my WCW 91, 94.
Oh, okay. That's a popular one.
Yeah,
Popular.
that's
Yeah.
the one
I
I got
have
from
that.
Roy Wilson a couple of years ago. And
Okay.
it's Nawaz made. I love it, and of course I beat it up to make it look reused. I think that's the oldest one like that I have.
Oh, I got to ask him a question that we usually ask all the guests. You're a big wrestling fan. Your Mount Rushmore, who would it be?
Mount Rushmore wrestlers? Are we talking belts? What are we talking
Wrestling. Wrestlers.
See, I think this is a silly question because everybody has their different
If you had to
opinions.
pick it, what would it be?
And it's usually always the same answers, right? Usually, Mount
Well, you
Rushmore
work on
wrestling.
your-
I think
Go ahead.
I would say Shawn Michaels.
Uh-huh.
I would say Bret Hart.
Nice.
I would say Hulk Hogan.
Definitely.
And who's the last one? Who's
Ric
the last
Flair.
one?
Ric Flair.
Claire?
Ric Flair.
Woo! It has
Yeah.
to be those guys for me.
You know what?
Cle-
There's never somebody that has the exact answer, no matter who we ask.
Well, because we watch all different eras. You know, Andy
Yeah.
and I watched back
Yeah.
in the 80s, and
Yep.
most of you
Yeah.
guys watched in
The
the
best
in
time
the
in the
90s and 2000s.
Late
So-
80s
so
was
Clete-
best.
Cleve, you're backstage. Work on your list right now because you're probably going to get asked that question. So make a list. He gets the advantage of having the questions ahead of time. So.
Virgil.
Virgil. That question will cost you $20.
Yeah.
And a pitcher.
$20 per
But the pitcher's
guy on the
$20
Mount
extra.
Rushmore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know.
It's $10 per character on the Mount Rushmore.
That's $20 of leather just for writing Virgil.
Yeah. Yeah. There's Hello Cuddles.
What's up?
You know, guys, I'm feeling a little sad. A little sad right
What's
now.
that?
What's that?
Uh-oh.
I just want to be honest with you guys. Thank you for having me on. This has been really, really fun. But I feel really sad because I don't have a belt over my shoulder. Like,
Oh,
come
no.
on, guys. Let's grab a
Okay.
real belt here. Let's grab the AEW TNT title. Now this feels good. Yeah, this is nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
We got to get that on
Yeah.
full screen.
That's,
Oh,
that's,
It's on
the
full
one.
screen.
That's
yeah,
the next one I want. The
Yeah.
stones in it.
yeah. Love it.
Who won that belt the other night?
Darby Allin.
Darby.
Yeah,
Darby.
So
Yeah.
you
Took
think
it
you're
to
Darby Allin?
Samoa
You
Joe.
need the face
All
maker.
I know is I felt Samoa Joe get hit with that skateboard with the wheels. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
not once, not twice, 3 times.
Well, Walt Dugan's getting 2 in at one time. Two birds with one stone. Are there any belts you haven't reviewed yet that you'd like to, or is there any one particular belt that you don't own but you wish you did?
Okay.
Let's start with
leave
question
this-
number 1.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any? Oh, leave that question up. I wasn't done. Leave that question
Okay.
up. What are you doing? Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
Are there any belts that you reviewed yet that you want to that you haven't reviewed yet? Oh my God, brother! I have a list in my cell phone of belts that I want to review. So that is just a list of belts.
So
I'm
they're plenty
always
coming.
looking. I'm always in the groups, right? I'm always looking to see what's for sale and all that stuff.
Right.
And one particular belt that you don't own but wish you did. I want an all gold Andrew Lux. I want that one. I really want that one really bad. And
Got
I
the
also
question
want
down there?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
And I want a yellow Intercontinental.
Okay.
Now you can take it down.
All right. Thank you.
I
Back-
want the FTW belt by Hook, the one that Hook's got. I got to add that to my collection.
Getting close. I was trying to get up to these other comments, so because they're commenting on your belt. Stones are building Swarovski. Everybody mispronounce that. Swarovski is how that's pronounced.
Try pronouncing that from Brooklyn.
Yeah. The only reason
Everybody
I know
makes
that
fun of me. I say
only reason I know-
Sawarskis. Sawarskis.
the only reason I know how it's pronounced is because I used to dabble in making jewelry with those stones and watched a YouTube video of a lady that's actually pronounced it Swarovski. BT look great on yellow with purple. Reggie Parks yellow IC. I just relettered a classic Shields IC in leather or yellow leather. So, Jason Cortez has this question: would you review members' belts if sent to you, depending on the belts?
Actually, I have done this
What's up,
before.
Jason?
People would send me like their belts to review, but again, it goes back to that thing. I don't want to shit on your belt if I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might like I don't know, a big gold belt from this maker. You might love it and cherish that belt, but you want to send it to me for a video, and I might not like it, and I don't want to rain on your parade if I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy.
I like Nora's comment.
Which one?
What do you think about the new IWGP belt design?
Raid belt.
Oh,
Raid.
okay. That's okay. I was reading this question. I didn't understand what I was talking about. Now, yeah, this one.
Raid. Yep.
Hey, I got the only design that matters right here.
There you go. I
Yes.
got one of those.
Yeah, exactly. I got a cardboard, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get you guys on the screen at the same time, but yeah.
I just
Oh,
need
you
the
put
IC
yours
for
down.
the other shoulder.
Okay. All right.
Oh, so the question was, what do I think of that belt? Right?
Yeah. What do you think of that belt?
You know, initially I hated it. I thought it was a joke. To be honest with you, it looked terrible. I hate the way the main plate is shaped, and then on
Yeah.
the side you have the square side plates. I think that looks so weird. But I really like the way it looks now because I think it looks really great on Jay White.
I was gonna say that. I gotta be honest, guys. I looked at the detail on that belt. If you look a little closer at the belt, and you look from it from this angle, and then you see the full belt, it actually does start to look pretty good.
I'm
Yeah,
not
and the
crazy about the
IWGP
shape.
women's belt, I love that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What about the junior heavyweight, or the junior weight?
I don't really recall what that belt looks like off the top of my head. I know the United States belt is beautiful. I love that one. They just
Did he?
made like a TV belt or something, like a square one.
Yeah, it kind of
Uh,
looks like the almost like a Stampede style.
Yes. I don't really care for that one either.
It's too busy. I don't like it. It's too busy. It's just too much going on, I think, in the center plate.
Vinny, you got a big green? He's got like 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. Vinny's got quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He posts that belt all the time, and I'm thinking, man, that belt's ugly. I would never own one. I kind of want one. So,
It's kind
I've
of
always
ugly in a
wanted one of
beautiful.
those.
It's kind of ugly in a
Yeah.
pretty way. You know what I mean?
yeah, and of course, Hulk Hogan held the belt, right? So,
Kind of
like,
grows on you.
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know,
That's
that's what I said about the Edge spinner.
Yeah.
And then I wanted one. So when they re-released it, I bought one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now I own 3 spinners.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
he owns 4 of them. He owns 4 of them, not 3.
I knew he had some. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He owns 4, so
Leonard.
I gotta give him one of those. Why would you own
That's
4
okay.
of them?
That's
I
okay.
got 3.
five intercontinentals.
Well, I got 3 dome globes, so and a partridge
go.
and a pear tree. What's the original 2mm brass stacked? Oh, he must be talking about the IWGP.
Yeah.
This is a good question. Did anybody watch Wrestle Kingdom? I didn't, but I heard highlights.
Haven't watched it, but heard the
No.
results.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I've been seeing the results, but I definitely want to watch it. I have some friends of mine, me and my cousin, we got friends over there for the whole thing. They're
I
staying
heard
over
the
there.
Kenny Omega match was just outstanding.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Mhm.
I won't give it away for people who haven't watched it yet because
Yeah.
people hate spoiler alerts.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the pop Monet got? She got a pretty
No.
good pop over there.
Okay. Well, somebody mentioned that the crowd was kind of quiet, but I think they usually are.
Yeah, they're told not to they're not allowed to make a lot of noise for some reason.
The Japanese people over there, they're very ceremonial about things, and so
Yeah,
they're a little bit more
exactly.
reserved.
That would make sense. That would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Oh, he was the stack place. He's talking about the big green.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what the question was. Oh, well, he was the original. Was the original stacked? 2mm.
I don't think it was.
I don't
No
know.
idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Well-
I think it was kind of flat,
I don't think anybody knows for sure because I think it got thrown in the dumpster.
and it
didn't
looked like the trophy style belts where the figure was a little bit protruding on it.
Hmm.
But
The
wasn't there a
wrestler-
rumor that the WWE is going to make that belt, the big green?
There's been room for a couple of years about it now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been rumored for
Yeah.
a while now.
I think it's going to
Hogan
go for
84,
about
85.
$1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll get one with the replica comes out. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll see. Yeah, I think the Hogan 84 was rumored to come out. I think there's another one. I can't remember what it was now.
You think
3D big
WWE
gold?
will release the Andre? I mean, the Andre.
Yeah, the figure is a separate piece. Yeah, kind of like the eagle on the Backlund belt.
Well, if they do release it, Richard, I'm going to hate it because it's going to just have the WW, the legend logo.
I know, right? The Legends
stand-
logo.
I can't stand that.
Yeah, I can't.
And that's another belt from that question earlier. That the Backlund belt. I think it's called Mocha, the Mocha belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's another belt that I want for my collection. I don't really have an obsession with it.
You're an hour too early, Walt.
I just want it for history purposes.
Mhm.
I think it looks really good.
Hey, I own the FanDuel version and I like it.
I agree with Tyler Dove on this. The original Hogan 84 was laced, and I actually laced one for a guy a couple months ago or a month ago that was made by Corey King, and
Yep.
it turned out really
Mine-
nice.
Love mine. Mine's made by Nawaz and it's laced. Gorgeous. Love it.
I don't like lacing; it's a lot of work, but I love how it looks when it's done. So
It's worth it. It's worth it when the end result appears.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
that Middle Eastern I just showed you earlier, I started on it yesterday morning on the lacing and finished it right before the show started. So I've been working overtime on it.
Hmm.
It used to take me about 3-4 evenings to get it done.
Hard time.
Hard times, yeah, that's right. Hard times. I can't think of anything else I want to ask about.
Oh, you don't want to ask
Anybody-
what my favorite replica is? You don't want to ask what my favorite bootleg is, or who some of my other
Absolutely.
favorite
All right,
YouTubers are?
here's
Absolutely.
an here's a
Come
question.
on.
All
Come
of the
Who is
on,
your
above,
all-time favorite
above.
wrestler?
Backseat
All-time
director.
favorite all-time favorite wrestler. I've always loved Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. Those guys were just number one and number two. You know what I mean? Like they were just those were the guys I always loved. Of course, you have your Hulk Hogan's and your Ric Flair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What
Shawn
about
Michaels
your
and Bret Hart were
favorite
my
match of all time?
favorite. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, WrestleMania 25.
Good.
You don't want to ask me who my favorite leather guys are, brother?
Absolutely.
I got all kinds of stuff I could pop off at you guys.
I'm
know
kind of
who's
nervous about
mine.
that question. I'm kind of nervous about the leather guy question, but go ahead.
This look at that one though. The Josh Hammer. People think me and Josh are brothers. We're not.
Oh,
I
We're
thought you were
not.
related. I thought you were related at first.
No, I get this question all the time. Like they think like I'm an administrator of Brothers of the Belt. And I'm like, I'm not. But you're a Hammer. It's
Big
Brothers
le-
of the Belt.
Be glad you're not.
I'm
Yeah.
not related to him. I've never met the guy.
Yeah.
But
Useless.
brother, that's a whole can
I
of
actually-
worms right there.
I actually confused you with Stephen Fuller one time.
Oh,
I get that a lot too. Yeah.
you can apologize, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Steven. Just teasing Mr. Fuller. Just joking.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Well-
that.
Well, what happened was Stephen Fuller. Last time I saw him live on a podcast, he said that he was going to start going to school. So I messaged Stephen Hammer one day. I said, "How's school going?" He said, "What are you talking about?"
Whoops.
Oops, wrong Stephen.
Sorry.
Uh,
Wrong guy.
You do kind of look like you were separated at birth, I guess. But
Yeah.
anyway, are you the
Like the
Godfather?
Baldwin
Hop?
brothers. He doesn't know who's Billy, right?
Okay, so what's your favorite bootleg? We're almost to hour number 2, but what's your favorite bootleg?
Again, the one on my shoulder. This is my favorite one that I have.
There you go.
I
you go.
just fell in love with it, man. The $250, $250, guys, for this belt. Come on,
Hey, that's
Can't beat
amazing.
that.
I like that.
Come
I like
on.
the stonework.
come
on
on.
Our
Oh,
second hour
geez.
guest. Our second hour guest is back here taking notes. I'm watching. So, oh, God, $250. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think right now I think now it's 300 though. You know, prices and everything have went up. But
Oh yeah.
Tyler Dove hit him up, man. I love this belt. Love it.
Well, Stephen, I appreciate you coming on with us tonight. You're welcome to stay for the second hour. but enjoyed having you. You're welcome back anytime. Anytime
Thank
you want
you.
to
Definitely.
if you want to do a live review sometime, come on, we'll bring on a show. You can do a live review.
Again, you might not like my opinion on certain belts, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes I
Hey,
can
you
get
know
a
what
little mean.
opinions are like, right? Everybody's got one.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, Steven, again, thank you very much. You're like I said, stick around for the second hour if you want to. You can drop off anytime you want to, whatever you want to do. But you might want to stick around for this next guy. This is gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah,
So,
man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for coming,
We're go-
Steve.
Thank you
Thank
very
you, guys.
much. So
Yeah.
we're gonna start hour number 2. The 3 count. So this is kind of an interesting story. This kind of popped up. Oh, he left. Okay. This kind of popped up. I was at my parents' house. I go see my parents every afternoon during my break, and my parents are retired. They sit there and they watch the court shows, the game shows. They'll watch 48 hours stuff like that. Well, my mother, she was in the hobby, and she said, "I want to show you something." I said, "Okay." So she had the TV. I just recorded on the DVR. So she played this clip, and I'm going to show you. This is not the clip. I took a screenshot of it, but I took a screenshot from the actual show. She was watching Wheel of Fortune, and she showed me this. Listen very closely to this introduction.
Khalid Hart is from right here in Los Angeles. What do you do here?
You know, I live out here. I do content creation, take pictures, do videos, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. And did you used to be a mascot?
Yes, I was Echo the Dolphin at California State University.
Echo the Dolphin?
Yes.
Is it warm in those things?
Yes, it can be in that weather, yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Really interesting collection. Wrestling belts and hockey jerseys.
Yes, I have 2 big belts and 2 little belts. I hope to grow a much bigger
I
collection.
mean, these are belts that guys have won?
Yes, yes, belts. I have one belt autographed by John Cena. So,
very cool. All right. Well, good to have you all here. Get ready. We'll do another toss-up.
Okay, so she showed me that. So here's what happened. She said, "Is that guy in any of your belt groups?" I said, "Well, I don't remember seeing the name anywhere, but all I had was the first name because I missed the first part of it when she showed it to me. I didn't hear the last name. So I did a search on Facebook for the name Khalid. You know how many Khalids there are out there on Facebook?" He's laughing. He's laughing.
Oh, I can imagine.
There are hundreds of Khalids on Facebook. So I went into our belt group and I posted that video and I said, "Does anybody know who this guy is? Because I would love to have him on the show. This is a really cool video because he's bringing the belt collecting hobby to the mainstream."
Mm-hmm.
So, and I said, "I can't find him." Well, Walt Dugan messaged me 10 minutes later, said I found him. I said, "How'd you find him?" So I Googled Wheel of Fortune and Khalid. It popped right up. So he found the guys. He found the guys. He's laughing.
Hey, Mark, didn't you know the keywords work this day and age? Keywords.
Yeah. And I thought, why didn't I think of that? Got a college degree, can't even use it. But anyway, so he sent me the picture of the guy's profile. So I reached out to him and said, "Hey, I saw you on Wheel of Fortune. Is this you?" He said, "Yes." So I asked if he would, if he's in the belt groups. He said, "No, I just have a couple of belts." I said, "Well, would you like to come on my podcast?" He said, "Yeah, I'm open for that." So we talked about it. I showed him a couple of pictures and videos. I showed him a picture of my collection. He seemed very impressed by that. And so I said, "Well, I'd like to get you on the next couple of weeks." "Oh, yeah, sure." So I didn't hear from him again for a couple of days. And then today at noon, he messaged me, said, "I won't be on your show tonight." I was like, "Oh," I was happy, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh, I got Stephen Hammer coming on tonight." So I thought, well, we usually do our guests for about an hour a piece. So I asked the guy, I said, "Hey, let's bring this guy in tonight." And he said, "Okay." So we're going to bring him the second hour. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mr. Khalid Hart.
Hey, guys.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, Khalid.
What's
welcome.
up, man?
How's it going?
Welcome.
All right.
Did you
Rocking
win?
the Xena Nation.
Did you win at Wheel of Fortune?
I got second place. If
Second-
you
Oh,
if you
man.
watch the full episode, the dude Mark Warren, who was on the red spot, he was a killer. I got one puzzle and then he took off after that.
Oh
He took
man,
off.
wow.
But he was a former Jeopardy player, so there's that. Thank you. Walt.
Oh
Appreciate you.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Yep.
played Jeopardy
Yeah,
in
welcome,
2010. So I was still in high school at the time, just starting, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was much older than I am.
Oh wow.
Well, I was when I saw that video, I thought it was really cool because not so much that you were on Wheel of Fortune, so much because you mentioned the belt hobby, and a lot of people don't know about it.
Right.
And the few people that are around me that know about it, they think it's a weird hobby to get into is the build hobby.
I don't understand why.
Well, my wife is one.
Yeah,
a lot of people I work with, they think I'm nuts. So when I saw you do that, I told my mother, I said, "See, I'm not crazy."
Right.
So
Right.
I want to get you on the show. One, to introduce you to the belt hobby, and kind of introduce you to some of the things that we do, and two, just kind of hear about your experience in the. You got a small collection, a very small collection.
I got 4. I'm
Yeah.
I'm fresh out of college, so I got my first big boy job, and within like my first check, I got this bad boy. This is my pride and joy right here. I want to be buried with this. When I die, I want this to be in my casket. And
Nice.
then the autograph, I forgot what I meant autograph. Oh, right here. Here we go. Right here. Boom.
Johnson. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Met him in San Diego. He was promoting some kind of tequila, I think. Yeah, some kind of wine, whatever. But I don't drink, so I don't know what he was doing. Yeah. But yeah, he was a really nice guy. Really nice guy.
Sweet. So you own that one and 3 others. What are those you own?
So this is my second pride and joy right here. So I wasn't watching WWE when this was out, but this is my pride and joy right here.
That's a nice one.
Very nice. Belt.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. So the Winged Eagle, the one that came before this, it predates me, so I don't have it.
Okay. We could hook you up.
I hear that. And then I have 2 that I haven't looked at since WrestleMania. This past WrestleMania. I bought them at the Access. This one is the Stone Cold Steve Austin belt. As you can see, it's still in the box.
Wow.
I have not. I've only opened it to look at it, but that's it.
The minis will surprise you, man. Trust me, I know.
Yeah. So these guys, this is
amazing.
They're
I forgot how much I
detailed.
spent on this. Yeah. And then I have one other one as well, real quick. I think this one is the official WrestleMania in Dallas belt. Yeah, this is the official WrestleMania belt right here. As you can see, once again, have not taken it out of the box.
The Texas flag.
So yeah, I'm my fault. Yeah, the Texas flag right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's nice.
This is not coming out the box until ever. I don't know.
You know what? Those minis grew on me, man.
Yes.
At first I thought
didn't
they
like them
were.
at first. Yeah.
Yeah,
You need
they grew on me.
Check out this one. This is a desktop. This is not a mini. This is a desktop.
Where do you get that at? I need one of those.
Bandu belts.
Bandu belts.
Bandu belts. Yep.
That's awesome.
I'll send you links after the show.
That's awesome.
This one was like $129. I got it on a Black Friday sale for $99, I think.
Cool.
It's got the full size snaps. It's the real leather strap. Look at thick leather right there.
Wow.
So it's very detailed, very nice.
Very good. So I'm gonna tell myself a little bit. I'm gonna tell myself I'm an E-drone. I'm a majority WWE guy. I dabbled in TNA in the good old days, but then they ruined it with Aces and Eights, so I don't really watch TNA anymore. And I got a job. I didn't got time to watch New Japan. I just don't have the time. I would have watched, Monet a few nights ago, but I know Twitter's gonna update me because they do with everything. So I just don't have the time anymore. And I just never got into AEW. But I still see clips. I still see Jade, Miru, Cesaro. I still see everybody on Twitter. I just haven't actively watched myself.
Oh, okay.
So I'm mostly a WWE belt guy. So
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I grew up. I showed you a picture of my my dome globe.
Yes.
And I grew up in the '80s era when Ric Flair first won his first world title was the NWA. 1981, I believe it was, and I've been a fan ever since. So I grew up in that era. So Andy and I were the same age. It's kind of what you grew up watching is what you like. I'm not an Attitude Era guy. A lot of the guys are because they're younger. But I am convinced that if you could see the old style wrestling from back in the 80s, you would like it. Yeah, this stuff here today wouldn't impress you. I'm convinced of that, but it's just
Mark got me hooked on it even more.
I'm a ruthless aggression era kind of guy. Clearly, as you can see by my belts. So.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
What questions you got for me? I'm open.
Well, you're a young man. So when did you start? How old were you when you first started watching wrestling?
Let me see. I believe I was 12. I'll never forget. I was at my aunt's house and I saw a commercial for WrestleMania 23. It was that one that was in Detroit, and I figured out how to find Raw. I didn't know where it was at the time. I watched SmackDown here and there when it was on UPN way back in the day, but I didn't know where to find Monday Night Raw. But I eventually found it on USA. John was using the spinner belt at the time, and I was a fan. I've been a fan ever since because John was the first guy I watched. So
nice. Too bad you couldn't see him.
My question is, which one was your favorite spinner, the US or the regular spinner?
I would. So the spinner, the US spinner predates me, so I'm partial to
the
WWE. Yeah. The
spinner belt looks good though. I want that one as well. I want that one someday. I want to bring Belt Camp back up because I want to show you something. Were you familiar with the classic tag team belts?
I love them. Which ones?
These are the they call them the Bulldog tags.
Oh, I see why. Yeah. That's a very nice belt. I wish they kept some iteration of that one.
Yeah, that was.
This belt was made by Muhammad Nawaz, and the leather is done by me. I did the leather work on this.
I'm gonna have to hit you up for some other jobs, man. I had no idea.
Khalid Mark is one of the best.
I don't doubt it. So, actually, when speaking of tag belts, my favorite tag belt is actually the red ones from the 2007 era. Those are my favorite all-time belts, tag team belts.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of spinners, Khalil, I have a custom leather job on the original spinner, like you.
Yeah.
I mean, I have when it first came out. That's
a friend of ours.
Green leathered spinner, and on the back it's orange croc as a backing.
That's an interesting combination, but this one is orange with camo on the back. So what do I know?
Yeah, man. The signature series is good. I have it in my collection as well.
Speaking of tag team, do you have a favorite tag team?
This one is pretty obvious. I think I'm a big New Day guy. I saw it's so nice to see a team come together and then it just works for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Their podcast is incredible. I'm glad two of them have been world champs. Come on, Xavier, we're rooting for you next. But yeah, it's really special. Kofi Mania is really special to me. I'll never forget that as well.
And they're tag team champs right now in NXT.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I thought they were going to lose. I did not expect them to win because I know that I forget their name. It's pretty deadly. Yeah, there we go. Pretty deadly. I know that they're the young up and coming team. I did not expect them to win.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I was like, wow, okay, Trips. That's what we doing. But I'm not disappointed. I am not disappointed whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't a downgrade to them. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah.
That's what I liked about it. They weren't ashamed to go back there and win the titles.
Right. Oh, I mean, Kofi has been in there so long. There wasn't such thing as the NXT. That's how long it's been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you think of Kofi's run as a WWE champion?
I liked all of it until it ended.
That was brutal.
It ended too soon and too quick.
That was brutal.
I didn't like how they just kind of force fed him to Brock. Like if you were gonna do that, just do it on a house show at that point. If you were gonna do that,
Brock just destroyed him.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that.
Yeah,
and then he just kind of said, "Oh well, let's go back to being tag team," and that was it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was too fast.
Same with
Jake. We'll talk. Jake, we'll talk.
So.
That's Kenzer Keel from the Brothers Kayfabe podcast. He's involved in the wrestling business in Oklahoma City.
Cool.
So that's a very tempting offer. Can I wear the red velvet jacket?
Oh, you got to have the red velvet jacket.
I gotta have the red velvet. Yeah.
You gotta buy the Ernest the Cat Miller shoes.
Yeah.
With that jacket.
What's up,
Khalid? I started debuting this jacket last week. We went to Dallas for the weekend, or last week for around Christmas. And I bought this jacket at the Burlington Coat Factory. It's red velvet. Let me pull
that looks good.
Here.
Yeah, that looks good on you.
Thank you. My wife actually picked it out. She's not a big fan of the hobby or the podcast, but she looked at that. She said, "You should wear that on your podcast." Oh, really?
Don't wear the shirt.
Do I know you? But so I bought the jacket for $60, and here we are. So
she's like, just don't take that out on Sunday to wear it to church.
Yeah, I can't wear it to church. Yeah.
No.
Okay, fine speed. That's back when I come from a time when they wrestled in the National Guard armories, the high school gyms, and the VFW halls. That's good old fashioned wrestling when the old ladies would cuss on the front row.
I can tell you what, I can't ask Khalil who his favorite wrestler is because it's obvious we know who it is.
Well, okay. So this is all time, but currently I'm really into Roman, believe it or not. I'm really into just this whole program.
Roman now or Roman when he first came out?
Roman right now. Roman back then, not a bad wrestler, just wasn't his time.
His mic skills have progressed so much.
I'm just glad
Paul Heyman had big thing to do with that too.
Right. I'm just glad he doesn't forget his promos anymore. Honestly. Because that was brutal. But I mean, then again, his promos are acknowledge me. And then that's it.
Yeah.
But he's great in the ring. But I gotta be honest, it's a little hypocritical. People say John has, 5 moves of doom. Roman has what, 2 moves of doom, 3 moves of doom? Like, I don't know.
Roman's the man.
Yeah, Roman's the man.
I got a question for you then.
Yes.
What would Roman be if Paul Heyman didn't join him?
That's a great question. What would he be?
That's a great question.
Just probably a champ that couldn't talk.
Yeah.
You know what? I couldn't talk. Yeah.
I think anything Paul touches turns to gold.
Yeah.
He's like the minus touch manager.
Right. Right. I like Paul a lot. Paul is really good in person too. He's really good.
Paul Heyman, he's always been good. I mean, even when he was promoting ECW, he's really good on the mic. He's very good at booking matches. He's just good at a lot of stuff. So
see, and I like
Paul.
ECW
Paul
too.
actually discovered a lot of talent too.
Yeah.
Yes. He has.
Wasn't the ECW where Stone Cold came into being?
Hey, I followed Paul Heyman when he had the mullet.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
and
too.
the brick cell phone.
He had the phone.
Man.
Yeah. He brought back the original Midnight Express to take on the current Midnight Express.
And then what was it? Wasn't it the Twin Towers, the original Twin Towers? Sid Vicious and Danny Spidey, I believe it was.
Or was it?
What was it?
Yeah, see, the old ECW predates me too because I'm a 95 baby, so I'm not sure. My ECW history is kind of shaky. Although I do know Paulie Dangerously. I do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter's a 95 baby. Yeah.
Definitely, Tyler.
So is
I
mine.
agree.
That was mine.
That needs to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone sense Seth Rollins making a face turn?
He already
I
has.
don't know.
He's a face already. The crowds are with him. They're singing his song. He's a face already.
Yeah, he took a
we've
bad
been singing this song for a
hit
while.
to the knee the other night.
I saw that. He was
Against
trying to do the
Austin
curb
there.
stomp.
Yeah, in theory.
Wasn't
he's a
it the curb stomp where he hurt his knee?
Yeah, they showed Corey was up by the ring and he was yelling at the ref like, "Didn't you see that? Didn't you see that?" And actually, Corey Graves called people in to help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the whole
Somebody
match.
caught a video that was at the show and they posted it.
Okay. I saw him try to do the curb stomp and he grabbed at his knee. I thought maybe that was
I think him and the ref had some words and then the doc came in.
Okay. I haven't watched much of it, but I didn't realize he was already making the face turn. But I saw that after the low blow that Osprey Theory gave him. I thought that's gonna be the face.
But you know what? I think on the ref's behalf, I think the ref thought it was a work.
May have, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have. So Khalid, you have 4 belts, and you told me you just kind of buy one every once in a while. Do you have aspirations to build a big collection?
Eventually, like I have a whole mindset of what I want to do. Like hell, I have the belt page on the website saved, bookmarked. So like the next time I'm ready to buy, click. Like I already know which one I want to buy. The next one I want to buy is the Oval Intercontinental Championship. That's the next one
I have that.
Because I've always loved that belt.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I also Richard, I like the IC one that you have behind you as well. I like that one.
Oh yeah.
Put on full screen so we can see that better.
That's beautiful.
That white leather.
Beautiful. Yeah, I like the white leather.
Yep. I have a buddy of ours that's actually selling the Oval on real leather and it's laced. If you're interested.
That reminds me. I hate to interrupt this, but there's all sorts of aspects to the belt collecting hobby. There's all sorts of products, and Lane has some examples he got in the mail. He's been on the show.
Well,
let's see what
yeah,
you
You
got.
gotta talk to us.
Yes,
It's a little different. Gianni sent this to me.
Gianni Martello,
Yep.
Gianni Boom Boom Martello.
Oh, nice.
Challenge
Ooh.
coins. Those are challenge coins.
Okay.
Oh, I'm jealous, man.
I got those.
I got a little stand. He keeps it in the mail.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
plastic easels. Yeah.
They're great. They're beautiful.
It was just two. I couldn't remember how many sent you.
Yeah, just two. Gianni.
Okay.
Two?
Those are nice.
Thank you.
I got two of those NWA TVs. I got one that's got the red border and one's got the black border.
Oh wow.
For
The
both those
G-Man.
spreads.
Cool.
Mark, do you mind if I share a couple?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I
There's
got
your
So those
there's
so
your big
are tho-
eagle.
There's your
Yeah,
big eagle, yeah. So those are
Yeah.
coins, right?
Challenge coins. Yeah. Showing the back.
Challenge
Showing the
coins.
back.
Now, see, I
That
know
doesn't
that
have
they used to
Gianni's
do-
name on it, does it?
Well,
No.
the other one does.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I know they used to do belt buckles back in the day, but I've never
And
heard
this
of
is
coins.
the AW inmate. AWA inmate.
These came out what, a year ago, a little over a year ago?
Okay,
Couple
so
years
these
ago
are
maybe.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine-
There's a
There's Gianni's name.
name on the
Nice.
back.
yeah.
But this
Gianni's a viewer of our show.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, he's going to get this belt that I showed off earlier. Let me pull it back up. He's going to get this belt right here.
Something about the color blue, man. It just
it's just
can't
pops.
go wrong with it.
Oh yeah, the blue
wait,
and
there's
silver.
more.
Where do you see the back of it?
Yeah, well, you see the
It
back of it.
pops.
Let's see.
Wow.
Blue backing.
Look at that.
That's
a
Mark's
nice blue
work
back.
right there.
Yeah,
That is
I like
Mark's
that.
work, yes.
Show him the
Finish this
lacing, man.
I like that.
Check out that lace work.
Wow.
That's hand sewn.
How much time does that bit take to lace?
It typically takes me, because I work a full-time job, it takes me
Yeah.
between 3 to 4 evenings to do it. I did this one,
Yeah.
started this one yesterday morning. I got it done about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Hey, there you go.
And that was, I took my morning break and did it. I took my lunch period and did it. I stayed up late last night because I wanted to show it off on the show tonight. Because as soon as he pays me, I'm going to ship it to him.
Yeah.
And I did this one the other day. This one had been flood damaged. It got wet, and the strap got some mold and mildew, so I redid this one.
That's cool. That's a
yeah.
that's a cool.
He
That's a
started
cool hobby,
over
yeah.
from fresh. The whole
Yeah.
strap is brand new.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
Original
do this.
plates.
I do this to pay for my collection, which I'll show you
Hey.
real quick. Just flip around. Hang on. Try to not. I'm in my bedroom. Okay. So this is my first replica right here. This is the Figures Inc. Dome Globe. I bought that one, and I didn't do the leather on that. Ryan Stokes did that. That's what got me started doing leather. This is a Premier Dome Globe, which is they don't make either of these anymore. And this is the Fandu Dome Globe.
Okay.
Where I showed you that mini belt earlier. That's the same
Yeah.
company made this. Let's see. Here's my network logo. My AWA inmate. My Crumb Rhine. My IWGP V4, and there's a Winged Eagle over there. I can't reach over there because the microphone won't reach. And that's my son's. That's my son's network logo back over there.
Is that a boxing
Actually-
belt?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I knew I recognize
WBC.
that. Yeah.
WBC belt, and I got the Rocky belt up here.
Oh,
Wow, with the shorts and everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the boxing gloves. I'm gonna put in there eventually. I even got a toy NWA Dome Globe up there, and there's my coin collection up there.
Yeah,
And
link me
then,
some coins. I'm gonna need some coins.
I'll hook you up. This is my first leather job right here. I bought this belt. I think in 2018, I guess it was. And what
Is that
happened was
Amazon? Glitch sale, right?
Amazon and eBay had something happen with their pricing online, and I got that belt for $45 shipped. Yeah, it's $430. They had a pricing glitch
Screwed
that
up
day
just
for
a
2
little-
hours.
just a little bit.
So I bought this one and I bought that one over there, and I
Yeah.
thought with the money I saved, I'll just try my hand at leatherwork. So I re-leathered them and I showed them off in a belt group, and I started getting orders. So that's how I got into the leathering stuff.
Hey, there you go.
There's your NWA National Heavyweight Championship,
Okay.
NWA TV Championship, the Georgia Championship Wrestling TV Champion. There's my NWA TV. I got another. This is on black strap with a red backing. I got plates ordered for a red strap and black backing, which I'm gonna do later.
Okay.
NWA tag.
Yeah.
And I'm a world class guy. I grew up watching World Class Championship Wrestling. That's their 6-man tag team championship over there. Texas Championship,
Okay.
the Unified that Jerry Lawler held. Way over there, that silver, 10 pounds of silver is the NWA US Heavyweight Championship that Greg Valentine and Roddy Piper held. And then there's a custom right there. Let me grab that. Hang on a second. Oh, put my ears back in. Hang on. Can't hear. All right.
It's a really cool collection, man.
Thank you. I had this one custom made. I'll show you pictures later after the show. This was made after a cardboard belt I made when I was in college. And so I wanted a real version of it. So that's it.
Hey, is
Side
that
lights.
Ice-T Pro Grade?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So you think that's Ice-T? Am I slurring my speech yet? But no, I had this one made. When was this? Last year sometime?
Yeah, you definitely got to show them the where that belt came from.
Came from Pakistan.
No, do you have the original?
No, I
belt that
mean-
you, modeled that.
Oh,
after?
yeah.
Yeah, the modeled one. Yeah.
Let me.
You got a belt from Pakistan?
They're all from Pakistan.
They're all from Pakistan? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I have a picture of that. When I was in college in 1986, I made a cardboard. Actually, in the cardboard, the strap was cardboard, but the plates were made out of sheet metal. And I made several of them, and so I wanted this one made in an actual 4mm zinc belt.
Really cool.
I am behind on comments.
I know there's a couple.
Jason had a good comment.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jason, he just said, "What was your experience like?
Oh yeah,
Your total experience."
Yeah, tell us about Wheel of Fortune. How was that working?
So Wheel of Fortune, I know the common phrase is life is like a movie. That whole experience is like a movie. It's a lot goes into that process. So obviously things are different with the pandemic. So the day before I had to take a COVID test. And then the next day I had to get there for, I believe, 7:30 in the morning. And then I was on the set of Jeopardy for about 3 to 4 hours. Because we were just getting ready for the show. So everything is random. So the team, but they do it in front of us. So they say, here's all the names, put in the hat, right? We put in the hat, and then go Khalid, Matthew, Chelsea. And then it goes, Khalid, you're going to be blue, Chelsea, you're yellow, Matthew, you're red, and so on and so forth. So it's a very cool, but very long, fast-paced experience. Pat and Vanna didn't get to meet them like that because of how things are. I got a picture with the cardboard, but it's not the same. So Vanna is really, really cool in person too. She talked to us a little bit before the show. Fun fact, she changes her dress literally every episode. She's never worn the same dress twice on purpose. One time she did it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's I don't know how many dresses, but man.
Sounds like Ric Flair in his suits.
Exactly. Yeah. Pat's cool too. Just
what I want to know is the tan real or is it just makeup?
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna say it's a mix of makeup and then the lighting.
All right.
So the cameras make it look huge, but it's not. Once you get there, you're like, wow, this is, I'm not gonna cuss, but this is really small, like this whole face. But the camera makes it look like everything is super far out, but in reality, it's like this. So
wow.
Yeah. The wheel is heavy. I can tell you that.
I was going to ask that. Yeah.
The wheel, I believe, weighs quite literally a ton.
Oh,
just so that way you can't I'm gonna spin it this hard, and then
you're also bending over. You're also bending over.
You're bending over, yeah. So and then they're behind the lighting is platforms, so that way everybody can look like they're the same height, even though Matthew was a giant. he's really tall. Yeah. It was a great experience. I recommend everybody to try it out. You never know when they're going to call you, but they'll call you at some point. I waited 8 months because I auditioned last February. Some people have waited 40 years. You just never know. You just never know. I was not expecting to get the call.
Do they
Once
let
in a
you,
blue moon, they come down to Florida, like the fairgrounds and stuff like that. Sometimes.
do they let
Yeah.
you keep the name tag?
Yes, I have it on my calendar right here.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
You can barely see it, but yeah, I keep it up there. It's right here.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, so I see that every day when I wake up. But yeah.
Does the person that win is the only person that keeps the money, or do you get to keep what you win?
So I don't understand that urban myth. I get that question a lot. So everybody wins. So Wheel of Fortune is a very honest game. Whatever you win, you get to keep.
Okay.
Nice.
Jeopardy's not that way. Only the champion keeps the money.
Right. So yeah,
didn't
but
know.
Wheel of Fortune is a very honest game. So even though I didn't do a whole lot, I still get to walk away with my 3750. So even though
Nice.
Mark got 6 times that amount, but yeah.
Did they have
Nice.
great party? Did they have great parting gifts, Khalid?
No parting gifts. No, no parting.
No
gifts.
Wheel of Fortune underwear, not a
No,
mug, a coffee mug.
other than the name tag, there was no gift.
And white pajamas.
No,
wax.
no,
No 8x10 from Vanna White.
nothing.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything.
Oh, man.
It was nothing.
You got ripped
nothing
off.
but the experience, really. They did
You got
feed
ripped
us though.
off.
The food was like okay, so they did feed us. So we
That's
weren't
good.
just hungry for 12 hours. They fed us. So I actually stayed for all the shows. So they filmed, I believe, 5 shows in that one day.
Wow.
So I'm not gonna spoil who did what, but I will say that it is interesting to see people win prizes. So I saw somebody win a car. I saw somebody win 40,000. Nobody won the million. The million is actually very hard to win because you have to land on it, and then win the whole game, and then hope you land on it on the final spin. So that thing is very hard to win. But a few people did land on it. So yeah, it's a good show. I highly recommend everybody apply. So this is my method for getting on. It's called apply, audition, wait. Just wait. You just never know because you just never know. So for me, I'm a Packers fan, so I was getting ready to go to Wisconsin, and I got the phone call. Hey, does anyone fallen into the wheel? No, nobody fell. Like I was saying, I was getting ready for Green Bay and all that. I had to stop everything I'm doing to go to Wheel of Fortune because the studio's in Culver City, California. So I had to. You got to rearrange what they call you because it's gonna move quick. It's gonna move quick.
Right.
So you got to be ready.
Trying to find that picture. Sorry.
Yeah.
Platinum Swords wanted me to show you a picture of his collection. This is how crazy people get with the. And this is not a big collection compared to some other people's collections.
Yeah.
So this is what you have to look forward to.
Yeah, we know.
I recognize a few
100.
of these belts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's like potato chips. You can't have just one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hard to stop.
We hope you become a member of our group, man. You'll see so much that the belt hobby has to offer. You'll see so many good moments. You won't see anything bad in our group,
Of
but
course. Yeah.
you'll see a lot more, and it'll open your eyes to the belt hobby.
Right.
There can be
So-
some drama. We've dealt with some drama.
So, believe it or not, nobody actually turned me on to collecting belts. I, as a kid watching, have just always wanted. I've always wanted to spin a belt. I've always wanted the Intercontinental Championship. I wanted the red tag belt. Yeah, nobody turned me on. I just know what I want. Yeah, I mean, because think about it. John Cena, my guy, love the dude. Why do you have 7 cars? You're not gonna drive them. Why you have so many cars?
Yeah.
I always refer to the movie Step Brothers
Right.
with Will Ferrell. Imagine if we had these when we were 12.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I never dreamed that I would have 20-something belts.
Better
Never,
yet,
ever did
we got them when we're 40.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
we got them. We got them.
Yeah. So my philosophy is if somebody can collect all them damn cars that they're not gonna drive, and like I'll use an example. My stepmom has so many purses that she doesn't really use, which is okay because like I know you want to match your bags and whatnot. If she can collect all the damn purses, I can collect a couple belts. All right. Nobody,
There you go.
we're not killing nobody, So
Well,
funny
my wife-
story. Go ahead.
Well, my wife says you need to quit collecting belts. So I could be collecting crack pipes. So
I mean, hey, somebody is, but we're glad it's not you.
Yeah.
So
Hey, my wife, she realized how much the value is, And when I told her how much I could make if I sold one, she's like, "Okay, that's good." We used to use the excuse we won it in a raffle. You know, that only works out so many times.
That only goes so far. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually have a funny story for you guys. Since we're telling stories. So I attended Money in the Bank last year in Las Vegas. I really wish it was at Allegiant Stadium like it was supposed to be, but I don't know why, for whatever reason, they didn't have faith in the event and they moved it to the MGM Hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That venue was really tiny. I'm surprised it worked. Anyway, there's a married couple there, as there usually is. And so the guy sees my belt. He's like, "Wow, that's really cool. Can I take a picture with it?" So I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So one of the things I love about having belts is if people ask me to take a picture, I always say yes because I know what it's like to be that guy without. So I always want to give the experience back, whether it's grown men who are you guys' age or children who are 5-6 years old. I know what it's like either way. So wife says, "Let me see what I can do," because he wanted the belt. So they go to the store, and about 20 minutes later, they come back with the Smyrna belt, and I forget the other belt. I think it was one of the older WWE belts, but he came back with 2 belts. I don't know what his name was, but he came back looking like 2-belt Brian. So yeah, it
probably
was
smiling ear to ear.
Oh yeah, he was geeked up, and then he took one of the belts out of the bag that they come in, and he wore it to the show. I'm like,
yeah,
hey, you do you,
what
bro?
it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
Hey, once you get that belt over your shoulder, you think you're the man, you know?
Oh, without question. So, so I've gone to WrestleMania in Dallas, and I'm going to a couple events out in Las Vegas, and I always get the same question every time I walk around with this in the airport: "Are you a wrestler?"
Sure, I am. Sure,
did you win it? I'm like, do you not see the John Cena?
Some of us get that. Some of us get that.
I used to get it all the time when I dressed up as the warden.
Oh, but yeah, being able to walk around confidently with the belt is such a cool feeling. I'm not clout chasing or trying to get attention. I don't want none of that. I just, I love this. I really do. I hope to, get more eventually. Still trying to get my life together, being fresh out of college, but yeah. This is fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy, looking at my belts. I want to get like you guys who are married and have belts. I'm trying to get like y'all.
Hey, it's cliche to say, but you get to live that childhood dream.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It took me 38 years to get the belt I wanted.
So
mine's just the wallpaper.
This is in my bedroom. This is in my bedroom.
See, Mark's lucky. He gets the challenge for a belt every night.
Mark has to go for the title. Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I wasn't going to. This is the cardboard belt I was showing you or telling you about a while ago. This is the top one is the cardboard belt and the bottom one's the real thing. So made that top one in night. Huh?
Is that silver? That's silver, right? On the top.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually sheet metal. Sheet
metal. Okay.
From homemade to reality.
Yeah. Wow. I should have been studying. I was in college when I made that one. I should have been studying, but I was making belts instead. Right. But that's I still got it. So.
Good.
I made some tag belts too, but I only wanted the singles belt in my collection. I also I do leather, not just on making straps, but I also have these leather inserts I've been trying to sell. I actually sold one the other day for the network logo.
Yeah.
Okay. I have this one that's already made, ready to go. This has got my autograph on the back, and when it was made in July, I've been trying to sell these since July. And I got the blanks to make 2 more. I had one for 3 more, but I actually had somebody buy one the other day, so I got the blanks to do 2 more.
That's awesome.
And I'll show you 2 of the color combinations I have. Here, ox blood on the right, black on the left. I can also do a navy blue. So cool. That red one there, the oxblood one, is on its way to its new owner. So
that's wonderful.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I don't have anything else that I'm trying to sell now. I don't think. I'm gonna show you something else. A project I'm working on right now. I'm trying to press this guy. He's going to press. I'm doing this right now. This is Gianni bought this plate off me. This is the center plate for the 10 pounds of silver. I had it left over because it was defective. This piece was on with one bolt and it spins. So I fixed that the maker replaced it, and Gianni wanted to buy it from me, so I put it on just one little piece of lip. It's not full strap.
Right.
I actually had some extra grommets that I found, so I put those on there. I'm lacing it right now. See, it's being
Yeah,
Mark, that would make a nice clock, man.
That would make
It
a
would,
nice
wouldn't
clock. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is an idea I kind of kicked around after doing this. Showed it to a couple of people. Dusty King won, and he's thinking that might be a good idea. So this might be a new thing in the hobby. We'll see.
Right.
I think it
Hey,
has
that's the
definite
next
promise.
coin, man.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm interested in a lot of things that we do in the hobby, Clede.
Right.
Now there is some drama. There's some drama. It's like in any
A little bit of drama.
little bit of drama. I'm gonna address a little bit of it real quick. Mr. Kevin Rhodes reared his ugly head again. This is a guy that claims he has a copyright on those cast belts. He's actually has the molds for the NWA Tag Team cast belts. And what happened was, I'm gonna bring Khalid up to speed on this. A guy in my belt group posted pictures of belts he found on Google. Just posting pictures. And he posted one of a belt called the Levy belt, which is the old Road Warriors National Championship belt. I don't know if you know what that is or not, but and he made the mistake of posting one with a picture that had in the background had the watermark for a Pakistani maker's website. And this Kevin Rhodes got wind of it, and because somebody in my group snitched on him, and so he starts throwing out these threats about cease and desist. I'm gonna sue you and this and that. He wasn't trying to sell anything, and we rehashed all this. So I messaged the guy. I said, "What's this all about?" He said, "Well, I got the copyright on that, and I don't want people making money off my designs." I said, "Okay, well, show me the paperwork." And I got this.
Isn't he sponsored by Public Storage?
Paperwork. Yeah, paper. Yeah. So he told me that his trademark had expired. He was renewing it and hadn't got the new paperwork yet. I said, "Well, do you have anything? Because you threatened me." He said, "Well, it's in my storage." So I'm still waiting for him to dig in his storage and find the paperwork. So and he's blocked me. He blocked me. But what happened? This is like what, 3 months ago, guys? 2 months. 2 months ago.
Going on 4.
2 or 3. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, he did the same thing to Ken Harper the other day. I can't remember what the deal was, but he messaged Ken and asked for his mailing address. Well, you know why? Because he wanted to send him a cease and desist order.
Yeah.
You know.
Cease and desist. Cease and.
I made that video when I was angry.
We are grown. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Right?
We go off the rails of the show. You picked a good show to come on. So anyway, he's sitting there thinking to himself, "What the heck did I get myself into?"
I just
Who the fuck is that guy?
they're arguing over pictures.
Yeah. So anyway,
Pictures.
I
Nothing
asked him
is
this. He told me that he had the trademark paperwork, the one that expired at his attorney's office. He would get that to me. I'm still waiting on it 3 months later.
Right.
But he pulled the same thing on Ken because Ken's maker had posted a picture of a belt he made, I guess, in that Levy style, and he wanted to send him a cease and desist letter. Ken wouldn't give him his address. I said, "You should have let him." And asking him if he sent that paperwork, he promised me enclosed with it. So anyway, if you get a message from Kevin Rhodes, who's actually Kevin Hudson, that's not his real name. Rhodes is not his.
I'm going to give him the address to that shack in Virginia or wherever it is.
Oh, yeah. He does live, yeah.
E-dub.
Yeah. But anyway, if you get a message from Kevin Rhodes asking for your address, you can choose to not give it to him, or you can collect one of his cease and desist letters. And
I'm going to give him the address to the IRS.
Yeah. It made me angry, but I wanted to present this roasting in a very comical manner. So that's what I did. But anyway, that's the kind of drama we have in this hobby. There's people who are, and some are proud of the term elitist. They have these $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 belts. I think some are $4,000.
Right. Snobs.
Belt snobs. Yeah. They look down on people who pay $250 to $300 for a belt. But in my belt group, every belt is welcome. Cardboard belts, expensive belts, don't matter.
I'm in my group too.
Yeah.
I know we only have a couple minutes left, Mark. We could tell Kali where we, all of us met, as far as how we got this thing going.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
That's fun. It's funny.
Ben's a good guy. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I was laughing. Sorry, Rich. What were we saying?
Just let Colleen know how all of us met, and we became to come together to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just tells you how the belt hobby is so awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Mark met. We used to do wrestling promos as a gimmick.
Yeah.
For fun.
Mm-hmm.
We all had our own characters, and who would know? Many years later, we became best friends. We got Andy, we got Lane, we got James, and now we're doing a podcast.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I sent Khalid that video of Lane getting that belt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was
that's
special.
the belt hobby
That was
there.
really special.
That's what you call showing love to the belt hobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lane lives in Shreveport, Louisiana. I live in Southwest Oklahoma, and I drove 7.5 hours. And I've been planning this for like 2 years, and finally saw an opportunity, and I jumped on it, and
That's nice.
it worked.
That's really
That video turned out better than I thought it would. He had no clue.
And Mark didn't do it for the clout. He just wanted to show him his emotions of owning his very first replica and joining the belt hobby.
Well, in the belt hobby, we have what we call new belt days, and we do unboxing videos. And there's the belt right there. There it is.
Nice.
That was that was
Yes,
related by
sir.
me.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to have his own unboxing and his own new belt day. But the only way to do that was to film it, because if you don't film it, it didn't happen.
Right.
So I tricked him into thinking it was my belt. I got that day and didn't open it yet, so I let him open it and then told him it was his. And so I asked him if I could videotape that. He said, "Oh, sure." And his mother was behind the camera. If you go back and watch that video, you can hear his mother in the background going, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." She was just shocked. As was Lane. He was speechless. So it was a lot of fun. I wanted to introduce him into the belt hobby because he was in the groups. The only belt he had, and I referenced it in that video, is that the old Cattleman's trophy belt that was in the wrestling magazines that he paid $100 for. And so that's the only belt he had. And I wanted him to have a real replica. And since every time somebody has a new belt day, he's always, good for you. I'm happy for you. He's a cheerleader. And I thought he's never really enjoyed that moment. So I wanted him to have that. And he's got now what 4 belts, Lane, now?
Yeah, let's see here. 1, 2,
Yeah.
5. I'm sorry.
You missed 3 and 4.
I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
He's a leap year baby. But no, there's
another one.
That's
that
the one
was in the wrestling magazines. When
you can't
we were
get those
kids.
anymore. Yeah, you can't get those anymore.
It's upside down, Lane.
Yeah. It's upside down. Turn around. Turn around.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
There you
go.
go.
Nice.
Everybody in the belt hobby that's of age.
I remember that.
Right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah,
So-
that predates me. I've never seen that before.
I took measurements and I took pictures of that belt. I was going to have one made, but I haven't done it yet. There's guys that make replicas of that belt. They're really nice, but you can't beat the original. Those are
Right.
nice.
You really
No.
can't.
But that video inspires some people to do the same thing. That's mainly why I did it. So I wanted to inspire, because there was so much crap going on at that time. I had a lot of drama. We had a lot of scamming going on.
much
A lot of
drama.
people ripping people off. So you got to be careful about that. But I'm gonna send you an invitation to my belt
I
group.
look
Wide
forward
World
to
of
it. Yeah,
Okay.
I look forward to it.
We do a World Title Wednesday. We do a Psycho Tuesday, which is why the Psycho Tuesday idea came from the Kevin Rhodes situation, because it happened on a Tuesday. And then I had another guy start some trouble on Tuesday. So I just call it Psycho Tuesday. Post any belt you want to. And
Yeah,
we
we
do this
also like
podcast
the
on Thursdays.
guys to share their collections.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, anything that's wrestling related,
Mm-hmm.
and just share we share our collections.
Yeah.
We relive the moment that the person held
Look
the
at that,
title, and it's just.
By the
awesome.
way, you're being watched from around the world. This guy's in Malaysia.
That's awesome. Shout out to
He's one of-
Malaysia. That's awesome.
He's one of our avid fans. We've had people from Australia. We've had people from the United Kingdom, Malaysia.
Speaking of that, I didn't do this today, and I apologize, Nor. I just grabbed something random from my collection.
For his kid, he shows his stuff off for his kids.
If your kids are watching, here's a Fiend and Daniel Bryan
Wow.
battle pack set.
Nice. Very nice.
What
So
the
what
fuck?
do you think of all this, Khalid?
You know, like I said, nobody turned me on to belt collecting. I had no idea it was such a big thing. I had no idea about any groups. To be honest, I haven't used Facebook in so long. I'm on Twitter and Instagram mostly these days. Still being a young cat. But yeah,
it's starting on Instagram too.
Yeah. I mean, because you know, it's cool. You know, people are always fascinated by wrestling. I don't know why there's a stigma behind collecting belts. It's like I said earlier, people collect cars, purses. Why not? Why not belts? People collect video game consoles. Why not belts? You know,
absolutely.
It's all valid. It's all valid.
Absolutely. So. I want to touch on this too before you end the show. But you mentioned in your intro on the Wheel of Fortune that you were the mascot for California State University. What's their mascot?
Dolphin.
Dolphin. Okay.
Yeah. So Cal State University, Channel Islands is located in Ventura, California. So it's right next to the beach. Actually, it's not that far. So it makes sense.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, belts are chick. Yes, they are. Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know. Our friend told me.
That's what I heard.
Now, if you play a live album while you're going for the title, it's even better.
Yeah. What did you major in college?
I majored in communications.
Okay, so this is right up your alley then.
Oh, without question.
Awesome. You're a natural. You're natural.
Thank you.
I've been doing this podcast for a year and a half. A year and a half.
Yeah, tell them how it started. I was actually the first guest.
Yeah. I was sitting on my bed doing a test podcast.
Right.
He came on.
Hey, now.
There's more. Oh, he's away for work and he's not with his kids. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, they can rewatch it. It's there.
Oh yeah.
I always try to throw it in every once in a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes we lose the moment.
Nor's a guy that I'm trying to get on the show, but he's needing to get a new phone with a better camera, and but he's got a new job now, which takes him away from home a lot. So we're gonna get him on before the year's up. That's my New Year's resolution, to get Nor on the show.
Yes, sir.
But we just like to come on here. It's like guys sitting at the coffee shop talking, or women at the beauty shop or whatever. We just sit here and talk. Happen to have an audience. So.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get you on the show because I just thought it was so cool. You're bringing awareness to the belt collecting hobby to the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, national TV, no less. I mean, come on now.
So, real quick before we get off, I have one more story to share, and I know I still got to give my Mount Rushmore too. So I was at a convention called DreamCon. It's it's Texas-based anime convention. So I actually cosplayed as John Cena, but I wore the black, the hat, wristband, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So many people came up to me, hey, can we take a picture? Oh, we like your belt. Can we touch it? Can we spin it? So yeah, it's a magnet, all right. Don't be ashamed of your belts if you got them. Wear those proudly. You paid a lot of money for them.
Absolutely.
I got a question. How many women came up to you and asked you, can they spin it?
The belt.
I mean, let me think. A couple, more than a couple.
That's all it was there. I had to take it.
Yeah, it was there.
Yeah.
It was there.
Guess your Mount Rushmore real quick. I'll tell you a quick story about the same kind of a deal.
Mount Rushmore. Okay. Undertaker, love the dude. RVD, he's incredible. CM Punk, even though he's problematic these days, and HBK.
No John Cena.
See, I was gonna get judged harshly if I put John, so I'm like,
hey, you know what? It's your opinion, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
But you know what? If I'm being honest, I would actually remove CM Punk in place of John Cena. That's what I would do.
There you go.
So you're being blunt. You're being blunt.
I'm being blunt. Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt. Yeah, because I enjoy a nice brawler. I enjoy.
Hey, no judgment whatsoever.
No, that's an inside joke.
But this has been a lot of fun.
Well, good. I want you to be fun. We try to make it fun every week. We have a good time. We laugh. We wing it a lot. We've had pro wrestlers on here. We've had when Ric Flair's. Did you watch Ric Flair's final match?
I saw a video. I was not thrilled.
Okay, the referee that did the 3 count came on our show for Ric Flair's last match. He's actually in the hobby. He's a referee. But I'll also tell you my story real quick, and we got 5 minutes left. This network logo right here, I re-leathered it. And I took it to Oklahoma City to a WWE live event. Took my son with me. and we were in the elevator. We parked across the street underneath the arena, across the street, the old arena, and we had to take an elevator upstairs to street level to walk across the street. Well, I'm standing in the elevator with that belt over my shoulder, and there's a guy there with his kid who's maybe 4 or 5 years old, and they're across the other side of the elevator looking at me, and I got the belt on my shoulder. The little kid's looking at me like that. And so I looked down and said, you like this belt? He went, I said, would you like to hold it? He went, so I handed it to his dad. He said, that's heavy. I said, yeah. And so he thanked me for that. So we went into the arena. I had 8 more people ask me to hold that belt so I could take a picture with it.
Yeah. It's hard. I can't, saying no is not an option for me.
No.
But
at least it's not like Virgil. You weren't charging everybody $20 for a picture.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's not my game. Nope.
All right.
That is not my game.
It was cool. I took a picture of a guy taking a picture with the belt.
Yeah.
So 5 minutes. So yeah, I'll send you an invitation to the group, and if you want to stick around, we talk after the show. If you want to stick around, talk a little bit more, be happy to do that. We talk till we just get tired of it. I break down the stuff because it's almost 9 o'clock here, and my wife goes to bed. So, but you're welcome to stay. What will happen is we do end credits, and I'll kick you all out of the studio so we don't pop up. Well, I may not do that now. I think I got it timed now where it won't do that. So if you want to stick around, feel free. We'd love to have you. Really enjoyed talking to you. Oops, kicking belt came out of the studio. There we go.
It was definitely a pleasure to have you on the show, man.
Thank you so much for the invite.
It is. And we're not going to have time to discuss this, but did anybody hear the thing about Vince McMahon threatening to sell WWE?
My God.
Please no.
Yes,
Please
yes,
no.
and yes.
Let me read this real quick, and then we'll end the show. I can't remember where this came. I think the Wall Street Journal broke this. Vince McMahon refuses to approve any new media deals or company sales unless he is reinstated as executive chairman of WWE. And he has majority voting power through his ownership of their Class B stock, and told the company he is electing himself and 2 former co-presidents and directors to the board. The move to reinstate him, which they had previously rebuffed, and the others will require 3 current directors to vacate their positions. And he expects he will be able to assume the role of executive chairman, though he would need board approval for that, the people said. And he has communicated to the board that unless he has direct involvement as executive chairman from the outset of a strategic review, he won't support or approve any media rights deal or sale. So it's not a good thing. It's terrible. Yeah, just when WWE's get back on its feet, starting to do some good booking, this happens. He's got to be up his.
Vince has to be Vince.
He can't.
It's on ESPN. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Triple H is building such a good a movement going on right now with him. I just don't want the momentum messed up.
Right.
But that's so Vince. Might as well kill it before it moves on. I mean, that's just.
I mean, let's go back to the '80s like Vince wants.
I can't have it. Nobody can have it. So.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Well, Khalid, it's been a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much for doing this. I know you probably thinking, who's this guy reaching out to me all of a sudden? But you're a good sport about it. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I got to give Walt Dugan credit because I did a search on Facebook for you, and there are like 100 to 200 Khalids out there.
I don't know why, but I'm just like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, I thought you was coming after me for money.
No. If you want to keep it a couple bucks, we'll take it.
Like, what do you mean? Yeah, that's me. What do you mean?
But it's been
to hear somebody go on the Wheel of Fortune and say, "Hey, I'm a belt collector."
Yeah. Well, it was worth it just to hear Pat Sajak say wrestling belts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like real wrestling belts? Do you win?
And you did the hand gesture like you were putting it over your shoulder. I thought that was kind of cool. I do it around the waist.
That's an all-time moment right there. Just to get that, man.
You should have taken one to the show with you.
I should have. I just don't know if they would have let me wear it. I mean, probably around my waist, probably.
Well, you have to bend over that to spin the wheel. Right. That would got in the way, but you could have put it on the podium there next to you or something. Like that. That'd be cool. But it's like Tyrus.
To prove it.
Right. Hey,
Tyrus goes on Fox News with the title.
Call me. Let's make it happen.
Khalid, it's been a pleasure. You're welcome to come back anytime. If you get another new belt, let us know.
We'll do.
We'll bring you on, show it off.
Share your new belt day in the group, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Absolutely.
Sir. Thank you so
Share the
much.
love of the hobby. So with that, we will end the show. It's been a great night. I enjoy and appreciate everybody watching tonight and commenting and contributing. So on behalf of my co-hosts, Richard, Andy, and Lane, and our guests, Stephen Hammer and Khalid, want to thank you for watching us and be back next week. So have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.